What's up, guys? Crazy Black 108 here, and I'm back with another video. I'm inside a gym, COVID, got the mask on, but it's de-rosed up. So I know everyone's been wanting to know what I think about the Rose 11s when it comes to a performance basketball shoe. So let's actually just get right into it. All right, so the D-Rose 11s. This shoe is a real nice, serious return to form for the Rose brand. So let's talk about, the traction. The traction on the shoe is this storytelling traction pattern that is really this wave herringbone type of setup. Basically, this shoe right now uses the same traction setup that was on the Rose 7s, which was meant to be like the Chicago Fire. So basically, the pattern, as you see, kind of goes from here and it goes up this way. As it does that, it ends up keeping the grooves real nice and they're not wide or too thin to keep your dust out of the traction, which is good. Because regularly, in a lot of the other Rose shoes that we've had over the past couple of years, the traction just gets it's a really tight groove pattern, it's not a very pliable rubber, or they just don't end up being something that people like a lot. Myself personally, like the 9s wasn't great. The 10s, it was great at first, but then after I got done performance testing it for about 2.5, 3 weeks, it stopped being the case. That's why I kept on performance testing these longer to make sure that this was great like the Rose 7s was, and it turned out to be the case. All right, so let's talk about the cushion material. So the cushion on this is Light Strike, which I found out Light Strike is just EVA, so it's Adidas' new way of talking and branding their EVA foam, or how they make it and how it's injected is, their signature way of saying it now, I guess. And it was fine. It's not boost, it's not bounce, but I didn't have any issues with it. It was comfortable. I felt good when I was wearing it. I never had too many things to complain about. You will see that over time, the traction does, especially on this side, you can tell where the grooves start getting, like any other foam, you break it, man, it starts to get, the little creases in it, but that's what's supposed to happen, so that's not a bad thing. Containment-wise, too, I like the support of the shoe because this outrigger piece right here, this heel cage piece that goes to the forefoot, helps keep your foot contained on the footbed, which is good and great, and it just really helps keep your foot locked in. The other thing, too, is with the materials for the upper, this is I almost want to call a new type of sprint web. The thing that I found I didn't like about it though at first is that it takes time to break in. At first I was experiencing a lot of pinching up here in my forefoot, and it wasn't because the shoe was tight, but it was just when the materials would bend, and you can kind of see in that when it bends there, it's not super pliable. It's not something that I like a lot, but I don't know, a knitted upper would have been better. Something even that's more like the toe box would have been better. But the thing is, it's durable. I've had my foot stepped on them a handful of times, and I've been playing them a lot, and they're, they don't look too bad. There's some dirt and stuff on them, but besides that, they've been pretty fine. And these Genesis courts aren't the cleanest, so I can't really complain too much there. Also, there is, geofoot that's used here on the ankle collar. It's nice, it's comfortable, but I'm also wearing a speed wrap when I'm playing in them. I've tried wearing them, I got a couple pairs casually. I'm wearing one of them around recently, and casually wise, this doesn't seem to hurt too bad. It's kind of bulky, but it's a break-in thing. So that's just one of those things as well. I do still really love this Phoenix on the back, like I talked about before. When it comes to talking about sizing and fit for the shoe itself, I go down half a size. That's what I've been doing in all the Rose shoes for a long time now, because usually if you go to your true to size, which for me would be a 10, there's just too much dead space up in the toe box. When I first started playing in these, I thought maybe it had been a case where a 9 would have been a better fit for me instead of going with a 9.5. Again, my regular size is a 10, but it turned out to be fine because the pinching wasn't so much from my fault of it, but it was really coming more from the fact of the shoe not being broken in. So once I got broken in, it was fine, couldn't complain too much. Again, too, with the lacing setup too for support in terms of how it laces up on your foot and fits to your foot, it does a pretty good job. I really couldn't complain too much at all. I've been really satisfied with my experience of the shoe. Durability-wise, they're holding up great so far. I don't have any sole separation at all in the toe box like I kind of did on the 10s, but that was again the thing that happened shortly after I got done performance testing them, so I was like, dang, this is kind of blows. But I like this shoe a lot, man. The Rose 11s, honestly, it's the best Rose shoe that they've done in years. I said that last year about the 10s, but as you guys saw throughout the years I continue to review, it wasn't really the case. But the 11s so far in this past month of playing them has been great. Traction's great. I like the upper. I like how it fits around the collar. The padding on the tongue is good too. So, I mean, for $120, I would keep on getting them. There's colorways coming out on Finish Line right now. Adidas is doing a bigger release of more colorways in December, so look forward to that. There was a colorway that popped up on Adidas.com early in November, but that's been gone now, so that's one of those things. But yeah, man, for the Adizero branding on the shoe, the Rose branding, the Rose 11s, man, that's great, man. It's really great to see Rose release a super cool shoe that looks good, feels good, and is a great basketball shoe because honestly, I've been really wanting to have a good Rose basketball shoe again, but it's been a long time. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys around for the next one, but until then, peace. You'll have a couple of reviews coming out of other colorways later this week, or maybe not this week. We'll say after Thanksgiving. So there's the Family First colorway and then the Fast Don't Lie colorway. Those will be coming out probably late November, early December from me, and some other colorways after that. But I'll see you guys around later. Bye. Surprise, happy Thanksgiving. I told you I'd be back with this performance review sooner than later. So one, I just want to kind of say thank you to you guys for, your patience and stuff with that. I hope everyone's having a good Thanksgiving, is looking around themselves at everything they're grateful for. I also know I promised a lot of Star Wars content this month, but life, man, life. So, I mean, I don't know, I was able to hang in there for the D-Rose stuff, but the Star Wars stuff, man, that's I gotta find a new gear, surprisingly, when it comes to Star Wars. That's interesting. But something I talked about in the video was about the creases in the midsole. I didn't really have footage of that, so I want to show you guys here. It's really nothing huge, it's just regular stuff. These creases or lines, that's just how the Light Strike looks. And yeah, I was surprised. I didn't know that Light Strike was just a new lighter weight version of EVA that Adidas had made, or they had, their branding to the name of it, so that's kind of interesting. And yeah, this upper, I said, I like the upper, and I do, but I was talking about the pinching stuff. Again, I would think a knit would be better, a softer leather would have been nice, but like, this is fine. It's nothing bad. It's pretty decently breathable, and literally I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's a new type of sprint web because it really has that sprint web look, and that's the other thing with the Adizero branding. Like, it just makes sense to me. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you guys again. I'm really happy the Rose 11s are as good as they are. I mean, again, for me, huge thing is traction. So I'm really happy to have another Rose shoe that's in great hooping shoes. This is probably going to be my new hooping shoe for a while going forward. I still do need to do a review of the Rose 773 2020s. That's something that I am going to be working on here in the coming future. But I also wanted to show you guys too the sneak peek. This is the Family First colorway of the Rose 11s. It's getting washed out because of it being an all-white shoe for the most part, but you have these other colors in it. But review of these coming, and then this is the Fast Don't Lie colorway. Again, too bright. I have to change those things, but maybe on post I'll make a couple differences because I'm literally about to edit and throw this piece in there so you guys have this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these looks. They'll have 2 more Rose 11 reviews coming very soon, and then also this performance review will be out, and then hopefully sometime soon I'll bust out the 773 2020s and give those a shot too and see what I think of those. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. I look forward to seeing what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, guys, peace. I'll see you around later. Bye.